I'm back at it again. Day 29. Oh my God. Tomorrow is our last day. How do I feel? I feel a sense of accomplishment. I feel like I'm a totally different person than what I was 30 days ago. That sounds so crazy because it's just a month. But I hate how people are like, oh, it's only 2 weeks. That's not a lot of time. Oh, it's only been a week. Oh, it's only 2 months. That's just a drop in the bucket. And yes, it is. But your life is made up of 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So all of it is life. When you be sitting around waiting or whatever, I hate waiting. I hate waiting. When you are waiting, you are not living in the moment. You are anticipating something that's going to happen in the future. You know what I'm saying? You are trying to feel the emotions of something that is supposed to happen in the future. You know? Like, that's waiting or whatever. That's also fear. That's also what fear is. Fear is like anticipating or whatever, or having a negative thought about what could happen, or even what is happening in the moment or whatever. So I don't know, waiting and fear is like kind of side by side right there. But also a lot of people wait out of fear, you know? Like, a lot of people like wait because they are afraid to move in the moment. So it's like, oh, let me wait until this happens. Let me wait until that happens. Let me wait until, timing. Let me wait until this. And sometimes it's a good thing to wait, but other times it's just like, yo, this car on the side of me is driving on the side of me and he's staring like all in my car and stuff like that. It's so weird. Anyway, it's like, Jesus, people honking and stuff. So, it's like waiting is a fear-based thing, right? So, anyway, I hate waiting on people. I think it's a waste. It's a waste of time or whatever. Like, yeah, sometimes it takes people a minute to get themselves together. So, like, for example, it's like, oh, I'm running late to pick you up, right? And so it's like, oh, I have to wait on you because you didn't have yourself together enough to leave at an appropriate time to get here in the time that we decided to meet up. Oh, we had a plan or whatever, and like now we had a plan and now the plan has to change or whatever because you were not ready for whatever the plan is, So that's just like a low surface example of it or whatever. I don't want to say I don't believe in waiting, but I think that it's important to maximize your time and do what you know you're supposed to do, right? Okay, so that's like waiting, right? I want to talk a little bit as well about truth. Just a little bit, though. I just want to like touch it a little bit. Are hypocrites, right? So people are like, oh, I hate a hypocrite. I hate a hypocrite. I hate when somebody is doing something and they're telling me not to do it, right? Like, it means that they think that they're better because they are allowed to do it and I am not, right? I do not think that's what that is. If someone is heavily involved in drugs and they're like, I do drugs. Drugs is bad. Okay, I would say to listen to them. Is that hypocritical? Yes, they are being a hypocrite. The definition is they are telling you to do something, not to do something that they actively do, right? But it's also true and good information, And so like it like contradicts the connotation of the word, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I love a good hypocrite because they have life experience and wisdom. They can tell you what it is if they're not coming from like a place of negative ego, right? Okay, so a lot of times hypocrites are people who have good information, but you don't want to take it because you're blocked by the hypocritical aspect of it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, he told me not to do drugs, but he do drugs, so I'm not gonna listen to him. Boom. Okay, so like I get that a lot. Not me, but like I see a lot of people that think that way, right? All right, so now I'm gonna add another level onto it. I'm gonna add another level. This is like lasagna. Real G's move in silence like lasagna. I got that from the Ghetto Nun. But anyway, so this next layer I'm about to add to it. Okay, advice. So you get advice from people, right? You know, and some advice is good, some advice is bad, right? So it's like you can talk to somebody that's really close to you and you're like, oh, they gave me some good advice, I'm gonna take that. But then you can talk to somebody that you don't even like for real, and they give you outstanding advice, and you're gonna say, I'm not about to listen to them. I don't even like them for real. I don't even trust their advice. I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm not gonna listen to them. You know? Or it's like, oh, in this conversation, I'm about to play a little game because, you know, like we are not on this level where we're on like the same page, right? So it's like, oh, I'm gonna play a little game with him, or I'm gonna play a little game with her with my words and stuff like that, right? Okay. And so in all of that, within all of like the waiting and like the information that's shared and checking out the source of the information, within all of that, there is missed knowledge. Missed knowledge. I always tell people what's going on. And I don't mean like with me, you know, I mean like I see what's going on. Different people have different gifts. We all have a gift, right? We all have a gift, you know? And some of our gifts are developed over time. Some are natural and some are developed over time. Like I was talking about like what a prophet is. A prophet is someone that can like use their intuition and take what's happened in the past to prophesize about what may come in the future, right? A prophet. So, I'm saying all of this or whatever to say missed information. There are certain people out there that what their gift is like seeing, like mine, okay? And so I can go to a stranger and I can say, this is what's going on, such, XYZ. The stranger's gonna be like, you sure right, I take that, right? But I can go to somebody I know and be like, this is what's going on, XYZ. Then, oh, I don't know. 2 months later, 3 months later, boom. 2 months later, 3 months later, boom, this is what happened. Now you see. A year later, now you understand and can connect like what has happened. And so it's been a year and a month, you know, and I'm just talking in general. I'm not talking about anything specific. It's been a year and a month where you had this knowledge a year and a month ago where you could have applied it. You had this foresight. You had this wisdom. You knew what was coming and you had the option to participate in your life in a different way. But because you were so concerned about being a hypocrite, because you were so based in fear and waiting, you have missed this opportunity. You have wasted this portion of your life to get this lesson that you could have gotten a year or two ago. You got the lesson. That's the ultimate goal. But like someone who is 30 that got the game and gone is very, very different than someone who is 50 that got the game and gone. Okay? Don't wait and waste your life or whatever. Don't wait and waste your life. Don't deny information. You know what it is. When somebody comes to you and they tell you the truth, you know, no matter who they are. I've had homeless women off the street with a gift come up and tell me blah 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 blah, and they've been spot on or whatever. Like, just because you feel like someone might be your enemy, if they're telling you truth and real stuff, you better take heed. Let that ego go. Let that ego go. Let it go and go ahead and grow. Okay, well, I'm sitting in the dark doing this video. I'm 10 minutes in, full. I took a nap at lunch. Well, I tried to, but anyway, turn on the light or whatever. Anyway, oh yeah, I got my hair in a ponytail. The back still ain't done. Look, but I did get my nails filled in. Whatever, you gotta take it one day at a time. So anyway, that's my little message for today. Don't know what to call this video, but I will work it out. Tomorrow's the last day. Thank you guys so much. I feel so accomplished.